I am frustrated with Redding. I didn't want applause for that, but since you went there, I kind of knew we were all together on this one. So, in my opinion, by no metric, we're a town of 90,000 people. By no metric are we where we should be. And here's the deal. I've seen your Facebook pages, and I've talked to a lot of you, and I know that you're frustrated too. I know that we're in this together. I actually think that frustration is the right response, okay? Frustration is not hopelessness. Frustration sees the gap between where you are and where you want to be. Frustration is actually full of hope because frustration sees the gap, but it also sees the potential. So, all right, Mr. Frustration Pants, what are you going to do about it? My idea, my proposal, it's actually not a proposal, we're doing it, is that we have a series of design sessions at which we collaborate to focus collectively on our future, what we want Redding to be. And here's the deal, you're all invited. Every single one of you are invited today. So right now you're either excited or confused or both, so here's a little context on who I am and what I do. So I work with large corporations and organizations to solve complex problems in a collaborative and creative way. So basically, when a business gets large enough that they have multiple geographies, they have multiple locations, they have multiple levels, they have multiple silos, and they have problems that they can't solve, basically when things get really, really complex, they hire us and we come in and basically we facilitate the people who are going to own the problem to create the solution. We empower the people who are going to own the solution to fix it, okay, in a very creative way. That thing, I call that a design session. That's what I do, and that's what I'm proposing that we do here, is a series of these design sessions. Design sessions are focused on the future, and I think that's really, really critical. Design doesn't ignore the current state, but it doesn't focus on it either. Design focuses on a desired future state. Two reasons why I believe it's important to focus on the future. One is you become like what you focus on. The second is, and this comes from my friend Elisa Fano, if you're solving a current state problem, you're only getting as far as you already should have been. Here's a little pause on the current state. I understand that there are problems in Redding that cannot be ignored. I know that. But the other thing I know about Redding, and the thing that gives me a ton of hope, and this room is full of them, is that there is an amazing array of people and organizations going after the current state. We have our 1,000 points of light, right? The other thing I know is that there are a lot of conversations about the future. I'm part of them all the time. I'm that kind of guy, and I end up in those conversations. But what I know about those conversations is they're happening in a very disconnected way. And so one of the benefits of these design sessions is that we would further build the connection between the people and organizations already doing amazing things, and that we could have a unified and focused conversation about the future. These sessions are about the overlap between collaboration and design. See, I believe that collaboration and design, that's the bridge. Collaboration and design form the bridge that gets us from where we are to where we want to be. Collaboration and design, those are the guts of it. Those are the conversations and the iterations and the ideas and the measures and the metrics and the management that get you from point A and point B. Here's another belief. Inherent in these sessions is my belief in democracy. I have a very firm belief in democracy, and here's what I mean by that. I believe that the people that are affected by a decision should have a say in that decision. I also believe in you. I believe in this room. If you're here today, you're my people, okay? I have a lot of belief in you. It's impossible for me, because of my job, to see a room like this and not to recognize the power and potential of a room. I believe this room could do anything. So here's what I need. I need thinkers and idea people. I need doers and implementers. And I need no grumpy people. Actually, I'm kidding. I do need grumpy people. I just need them in the right ratios. So this is my grumpy equation. You can do the math on it, but grumpy equals frustration plus time. Here's the thing about grumpy people. They can see a problem and they can see a solution, but they don't feel empowered to do it and they don't feel heard. So, rough idea of what the day would look like. We'd have some focus time for learning. We'd inject new knowledge into the room, new ideas. We'd have a design round. We would design collectively what we think the future should look like, and then we would iterate. We would respond to what we designed in that design round, and then we would have a really robust, facilitated conversation about what we saw, what we heard, what we felt, what we intuited, what excited us, and what we think would stop us. That's basically a rough outline of the day. So, I want to be clear that this is an invitation. If you're here today, you're being invited into this. You can come, your friends can come, your neighbors can come, grumpy relations can come, anyone can come. You're being invited in. And the way to do this is to go to reddingfutures.com. So get out your devices, take a picture of that, make note, Redding, you live here. That should be easy to remember. Futures, plural. Okay, reddingfutures.com, and sign up. There's also a chance to learn more there. So I can facilitate about 32 people at a time and still have it be fun for me. So if we get 12 people who sign up, we'll do one of them. If we get 300 people who sign up, 320 people, we'll do 10. If we get 2,536 people, we'll do 73.625 of these. The point is that we will do as many of these as it takes to get the people through who sign up. Here's my promise. If you sign up for these, I promise that your voice will be heard. I promise that you'll be energized. I promise that many, many great ideas will come out of it. I promise that you'll leave better connected. Those are the things that I know will happen for sure. I know that alone, time focused on the future is worth it. But I also know that change is a given. Change is going to happen. But intentional change is not. Intentional change will be a result of the ideas that we align behind. Thank you.